Hello and welcome to Fantastic Birds of Myth, Legend, and Real Life. Hast eagle. The first fantastic bird on our video was a real animal and by some counts is still flying around today under the guise of a cryptid. This bird is known to have been the largest eagle in history with a wingspan of 8.5 to 9.5 feet and a body ranging from 20 to 30 pounds. Typically the female was larger than the male, so there are variances in size due to sex. These eagles were located in New Zealand, and their prey was the flightless moa, which could weigh over 500 pounds. They would swoop down on the moa with the force of a cinder block falling from the sky, would latch onto the hindquarters with one foot, and use the other foot to deliver a killing blow on the head or neck. It is widely believed that the eagle became extinct in the 1400s after the moa were hunted to extinction. As usual with any animal, there are still claims of sightings to this day in New Zealand. Harpy. This bird-like humanoid is found only in myth, and shockingly, I was unable to find any sightings that would put it in with cryptozoology. As stated previously, it seems just about every creature in myth has some tie to a cryptid, but this one does not. The harpy is found in Greek and Roman mythology, and characteristically is shown as birds with female faces, who frequently steal food from the hungry. Although a search of Google images will portray these beings as beautiful or sexy, they are quite the opposite. The harpy was known to grab people and torture them as they flew back to the home of Erinnys. Their name means snatchers, and even were written about in Dante's Inferno, where they lived in a tree in the seventh ring of hell, watching over the bodies of those who died of suicide. Thunderbird. Here is a bird that is found in Native American myth and lore, but also falls into the cryptid genre, since sightings continue to this day. As far as myth goes, different tribes have different variations as to what these beings are, but most commonly they are viewed as a supernatural creature of power and strength. Frequently these birds watch over certain areas, fight off other supernatural beings such as the great horned serpent, and can control rain and hail. In some cases the thunderbirds will attack humans if they deem the person morally impure. Images of this cryptid are found on many totem poles as well as some of the garments used in ceremonies. Descriptions vary, but as of sightings from 1890 to 2007, the creature looks more like a giant pterodactyl. On April 26, 1890, two cowboys from Arizona claimed to have killed one and nailed it to a barn, in which it spanned the whole structure. The local newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph, came and took a picture of the event, but no photo record could be found other than the newspaper admitting it had run such a story on that date. Reported sightings have been found in Illinois, Missouri, Alaska, and Texas, with the last one being in 2007. Roc. This raptor is found only in the pages of myth from the Middle East, and thankfully so. It is said to have been an enormous eagle that could lift a full-grown elephant into the air by its talons. Many sailors told tales of encountering the bird in which their ships would be destroyed and the crew would be carried off to their nests. Much of this bird was written about in Sinbad the Sailor. Recently, science has taken a look at this legend and feels that a recent unearthed Malagasy crowned eagle may have been what was reported. This new species is said to have had a diet of giant lemurs and pygmy hippopotamus. This bird became extinct in 1500 AD, so sailors and travelers should be able to breathe a little easier. Devil bird. Here is a strange case I honestly love to hear about, when this bird was originally seen only as a cryptid, but as of late has been identified as a real animal. This bird, also known as the llama, is found in Sri Lanka, and is said to have a blood-curdling cry that is an omen for death. Originally, it was believed that this bird was a transformed form of a human who fled into the forest in anguish, clutching their head in one hand. Another form of the story tells of a man doubting the paternity of his son, kills a child and mixes the remains in a curry and feeds it to his wife. Upon finding a finger in her food, the wife runs into the forest and kills herself, in which her spirit comes back in the form of the devil bird, lamenting for her child. Recent studies have identified 3 possible animals that may be what people are hearing and seeing: the spot-bellied eagle owl, the crested honey buzzard, and the hawk eagle. Many believe the eagle owl to be the animal due to its ear tufts that fit the common description. Phoenix. This fantastic bird, which is one of the most famous ones on this list, is sadly only found in the different mythologies of many cultures. While these birds are frequently depicted flying around on fire, according to ancient writings, they were more akin to a peacock with brilliant red, yellow, and purple feathers, and with eyes as blue as sapphires. Their size is also left up to the author writing the story, with some claiming them to be the size of an eagle, while others claim they are the size of an ostrich. One of the most well-known and fantastic features of this creature is the fact that it is said that they could live up to 1,400 years before being reborn. Once one died, again this is up to the author, either the body caught fire or the body just decayed. Either way, the phoenix will be reborn as a baby from the remains to live a new life. The story of the phoenix can be found in Greek mythology, the Egyptian legends of Bennu, or even in the Hebrew text as a hull. Impundulu. Now to end this video, we come to one of the most dangerous birds, and is found in South America. What really makes this bird worrisome is the fact that while it is found in myth, it is also a cryptid that branches into a real animal. It is also known simply as a lightning bird, which can summon thunder and lightning with its wings and talons. The lightning bird is said to be black and white, have the size of a human, and an intense craving for blood. In many cases, it is seen as a familiar for a witch or witch doctor, and will kill all its master's enemies. On its own, it has been known to transform into a handsome male human form in order to seduce young women and drink their blood. This bird is said to be immortal and can't be killed by gunshot, stabbing, drowning, or poisoning, but it can die from fire. Many African tribes feel the hammerkop bird is a form of the lightning bird. As such, many refuse to harm this creature for fear of death or illness, leading it to be safe from overhunting or endangerment. With that, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.